Preamble. O Father of the desert, the moon is shy, and I am too. Throat thick with tears, I have wanted to scream. I want you to know who I am. Here is what I believe. Intention is not the same as impact. Capitalism will not last forever. Borders are fake, but culture is real. Rest is sacred, so is study. My ancestors, known and unknown, are with me always. Here is the truth of the matter. I started going by my initials when I moved to Chicago. My mother named me after a Capricorn. At work, people called me Sir over the phone, and I liked it. I have chosen a name that honors my matriarchs and myself. Zebulon became the father of a lost tribe. My people survived the violence of scattering, salt thrown into scalded furrows before the ash cooled, couldn't wrest their spirits from my own. Unbound and unfettered in this world that would have us slip through memory's fingers, we held each other tightly. Beatrice was my grandmother's middle name. She formed the half of me my mother carried, so though we never met, her hands cradled me as she lay on her side, round-bellied and aching. In every iteration of this galaxy, I ride in the back seat of my mother's car as she sings. I am always nervous to show you my changed face, but I'm trying to be brave, trying to be an honest man. For midwinter. This is a love poem. Dark-eyed brute with a bum foot, there's something so grim about your beauty. City of big shoulders, sure, but what about those hands? I have loved you so many ways, and most of them were only brief moments. Only in the presence of water, snow, tea, lake, rain, sleet, tears that burn when I blink. I will never not want you. Once I found you carving a jackrabbit with your favorite pocket knife. Only a real pyro starts a fire alone on the beach in fucking January. With your brow furrowed up, angry like, and at least 3 blades hidden between folds of denim and wool. The pointed petal of your tongue is far too soft to be gleaming like that. But that's you. Hard, 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 till you ain't. Cruel things happen to us and are happening still. Enfant et surtout winter in the windy city. Le vent presse son couteau entre nos côtes, et toi, the spread of your thighs cuts me to the bone. If I wear your colors, if I stitch your name On the waistband of all my briefs, do you promise to remember me? For how long? My mouth aches from your right hook, from the sweat on your knuckles, from laughing at your unexpected sweetness. You can't carry a damn tune, but your voice rings out always. When I was a boy, I wished for a man to be you, so I could love him good, so I could love his God. Aries with a capsizing Piscean heart, it's not fair that you always smell like smoke. Chicago, baby, you don't get to have coyotes without cornbread. And aren't you glad of it? Of the polished stone that is the Michigan? Of the vast ways we can curl inside each other's voices, quiet, until these wounds are but flaking scabs. Aren't you going to burn it all down anyway? Lament. So much happened, but all I see is that little face. All I hear those deliberate words. Me and my mom and my brothers was on the street when I was little. Child couldn't be more than 10. But now we not. He's an activist because if we don't have an earth, we don't have a home. And what is a home, if not a place to see the waning shell of the moon turn to nothing, turn into something, turn in and out of their lover's arms in the great bed of sky? What is a home, if not a light in the window? Halfway between Mosswood Park and MacArthur Commons, I learned the phrase secondary homelessness, and many years of peaceless sleep come rushing forth. Poverty controls how you think, so you can be poor in your mind. Last thing that should be on a child's mind, money, or at least the not having of it, turns the stomach into a clock, makes each beautiful dream an hourglass. The back to school list becomes a bayonet, a joke slick with blood and sweat. City employees stand with those striking for housing reform. Underpaid, overworked bus drivers pick up our children whose mamas, zaddies, daddies get served papers and take watch as our babies dream, curled against windows, clouded with their light, quick respiration. It's always for them. It's all for our children. Potato bread from the food pantry they might grow to hate. Easy Mac until the electricity turns off. And then canned fruit, bread with jam. The cooler in the back seat beneath blankets full of workplace yogurt and pudding cups. We want them to grow old someday, our children. elderhood not spent riding transit all hours, and instead drenched with sunshine during those twilight years. Every place is saturated with a past that doesn't quietly bow its head. Streets lined with homes vacant of all but bitterness. There are no children drawing on bedroom walls. No uncles radicalized around card tables heavy with food. No young fathers or cousins or aunties surprising their beloveds with ice cream while the baby finally sleeps. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. Whose streets? Our streets. It sounds too good to be true, saying anything could happen. All I really know is that this won't keep. I don't want to write about sorrow. I want to write about mothers. Clasping a baby tight to her right hip, she thanks us for our bodies. And what of her body? The one she has made a door, a pool from which emerge brown eyes and elbows. She can't hear me, but I thank her anyway. Her daughter whispers into the other microphone in waves, beads strung along her braids, sonorous like her laughter. Tears come hot and quick, stinging every second. She stands on the bed of a truck, and another mama, the same who rouses us into chanting with easygoing ferocity, raises her fist into the sky, and we lock eyes. She, protector of futurity, smiles. My mother is never far from my heart, even if my mind folds her shape into a palm-sized square, and I feel her here. I smell the scent of laundry soap that clung to her morning and night for years. She worked early bird shifts at the university to clean and press scrubs. She would wake me before the sun graced us with her face, and we would pray together. Every morning, Psalms 1, 23, 91, 101, Proverbs. Eventually there are other speakers, but I am transfixed by the mamas who tickle the baby's neck, the sacred pearls masquerading as toes. Baby's curls catch the wind as they kick out in joy, and laughter bubbles from my ankles upwards. To see you, I want to say, is to see the divine, to smell you, to hold you. What do you like to eat? Who do you like to sing to you? Where is your nose? Where is your mouth? When our children are ill and our mamas can't call out of work to murmur blessings into a fevered brow, one that only unfurrows at the sound of her voice, power wins while our future loses. Over 1,000 units, and only 11 are affordable. Raffled off in a lottery to a family that must have a 90K yearly income to qualify. God, protect and keep the child called taxpayer's burden instead of the true secret name, sweet love. Pour quelle raison cherche-je la beauté à la fin du monde? Pour quelle raison cherche-je toujours? Peut-être j'ai étudié les mauvaises langues romanes, mais je sais que cet homme ne traduit pas capitaliste. Vous cachez la vérité avec le mot dans votre cœur. Vous tendez le champ tout en mèche et en cendre. Votre confort n'est pas la priorité quand la mort nous entoure, nous encercle, une spirale vénéneuse. Je vais pleurer ce matin sur le bus, avec la plaque mine dans ma bouche. J'en voudrais une tranche pour chaque personne que j'ai adorée. C'était quasiment nous. Nous nourrissons du pain challah avec du miel à chaque Shabbat pour toute l'année. Dans mes rêves, je voyage au ciel jaune, sec. C'est écrit à l'horizon en lait tourné. La divinité est furieuse. La divinité s'occupe d'un jeu de couteau, combat pas simulé. La divinité est dans une cage, brille le rosaire, chaque bout de doigt pour souffler. Je me réveille avec chaque nom sur ma langue. Dis-moi, quand tu es gonflé, à qui dois-je demander d'appliquer le baume? Qui a les mains assez à droite pour penser un cœur qui fait naufrage après avoir pris toutes sortes d'eau, toute l'eau de cale et les billes troubles? Existe-t-il un apiculteur, un boulangeur au milieu de nous? Des mains qui fabriquent, qui réparent, peuvent guérir. Je le sais. Vraiment, je le sais. And what if the death of the sun comes at night? We could be beneath a full moon, sharing a cigarette, a mug of tea, beneath that soft silver glow, so bright we can't see the constellations. Every morning the world ends, and every night I find myself in love for the last time. When you touch my hand, I can't hear a thing you're saying, but I can see everything. I can. The young buck raises his head as owls pluck squirrels from their perches just north. If If we don't find a way to live with each other, we will die together instead. The great ripeness flickers, dims. Kaddish. May the textures of the divine, the breadth of her souls, be ever exalted. May she be praised, her feet warmed in my lap. May the world she created, where we feed each other, where we sleep in the grass without worrying, where medicine flowers coax healing true as honey, ripen. May the scent of its skin elicit desperation. May I never cease longing for the shadow in the hollow of her throat, somehow strongest as the fragrant taste of her salt. Her minerals, her metals, and all other matter pass my lips to smolder on the velvet of my tongue. Anticipated, awaited, edified, adored, adorned, precious Holy One. Behind the beyond, there is another. Beneath what is said, there is a cellar. Between all you, may sound sleep never be a stranger. Weaver, spinner, needle guard, patch the scorched flesh of my palms. You are the sweet smoke clinging to my robes.
J'aimerais remercier l'École Normale Supérieure à l'Université Paris 8, à l'Université Paris 3 et le comité organisateur pour cette conférence extraordinaire et pour leur généreuse invitation. Merci au Laboratoire d'études des genres et des sexualités pour son soutien. Enfin, je suis profondément reconnaissant aux professeurs Margaret Miner et Ellen McClure de l'Université d'Illinois Chicago, au professeur Anne-Marie Feet de Luther College et enfin à Madame Teresa Jewell de West High pour leur encouragement au fil des ans. Toutes les séquences montrées ont été enregistrées par moi et je ne possède pas les droits de I Want You, écrit par Arthur Ross et Leon Ware, chanté par Marvin Gaye.